Hey everybody, it's me. I'm just on my way to work. Thought I'd film today's vlog because, like I say, I don't know. The weather's kind of crappy, so who knows what's going to be coming in work. But anyways, so yesterday I talked about a pet peeve. You know, the whole when it rains it pours type thing. Well, my big pet peeve. This is the thing that really annoys me about my job sometimes is the people when they come in. Now, I'm just going to go out and say this first off. If you want to have a plane, it's not cheap. I mean, you got to buy your plane. Planes are not cheap. You know, they cost a lot of money, but I mean, prices I don't exactly know. I'll try to I'll do some research, find out about some more planes, and I'll talk to you guys another video about that. I mean, you have to buy your plane. You have to get your pilot's license. No matter where if you want to have that plane put somewhere, you have to pay a parking fee. Whether you have it in an FBO hangar, you have to pay them money. If you have it on the FBO's ramp, you have to pay the FBO then. If you have your own hangar on an airfield, you might have to pay, the airfield to have your hangar on their property. I mean, on top of that, then you gotta worry about the maintenance on your plane, and, it's not cheap, parts are expensive. But, like I say, you gotta have something. I mean, it's not like a car. If a car breaks down, whatever, you're fine. But if a plane breaks down, it can end badly. So say you got maintenance. Every year you have to take your plane into an annual, and someone certified inspects it and make sure it's still airworthy. And that can be cheap. That can be not relatively cheap, but cheaper, or it can get really expensive really quickly. But just depending on what has to be done to make it airworthy and such. And then then you have to get your pilot's license renewed every year. So you have to go fly with somebody, and they evaluate whether you can still fly an airplane or not. So, I mean, this is just if you want to be in hobby. I mean, if you want to be like a career pilot, you can, but you have to have a lot of dedication to it. But anyways, so back to my original topic. Planes are expensive, and they do cost quite a bit of money to have one. I mean, I don't know prices. I got someone who I can ask, and I'll ask him, a little bit more like what he's. But anyways, that being said, you don't have a plane, and you're not able to afford one. Either that, or you can't afford it, and you just finance the crap out of everything, and you got so much debt that even Bill Gates couldn't handle it. But anyways, no matter what, it's still that people come in and they just get upset with the prices of what things cost. Because I mean, if I'll just say this as an example, there's different fees. If you're smaller piston aircraft, it's you don't have as many fees. But the fees that we have, when you first land, there's a ramp fee. If you land here at our airfield and you want to park here for a set amount of time, whatever, you pay a ramp fee, and that's for that day and that night. So you pay for it. You can stay there that night until the next day, and if you stay another night, that's another ramp fee, and so forth. Now, your ramp fee, the first ramp fee, and piston aircraft have the overnight fee as well, but they only get charged if they actually stay the night. If they come in for an hour then leave, they don't get it. But if a bigger plane, like a turboprop or a jet comes in, they get it, because they're bigger, they take up a lot of space. But anyways, so they park. So if a jet comes here and they park for an hour, that just to whatever they're doing, they get a ramp fee, unless they buy fuel, and they have to buy a set amount of fuel. It's not like, we're going to have some big jet come in, you got to pay us this much for a ramp fee, or you can buy some fuel. Oh, we'll pump a gallon into one of the wings. No. There's got to be, it's got to be a reasonable amount to make up for the fact that we didn't pump fuel into you. So anyways, so you do that, and then we have a hangar, and to be in the hangar, it costs money. And then, like I said, then there's the fuel prices. Well, when jet, and again, when people are coming in turboprops and jets, it's not cheap. It's not like you can just, it's not like going and buying a car, Anyone can go buy, a used car and probably get some good deals on something. Planes is not quite so much that way. It's like if you're going to go buy a plane, you're going to be making a pretty big investment into one of these planes. But still, no matter how much it is, people always complain, oh, well, fuel prices were this much over there. Oh, I'm sorry, that's over there, that's not here. You know, I mean, like, if you have a plain avgas piston, you're probably looking at paying maybe an average of $5. I mean, it's going to vary by where you go. If you get a self-serve, it'll probably be a little bit cheaper because, you know, you can just drive up. You know, if it's somewhere like RFBO where we have employees, you have to pay the employees' wages too. But anyways, and so, you know, we have that. Then the hanger, and I mean, yeah, the hanger is expensive. I mean, like, but at the same time, you know, yeah, it's kind of expensive. Like, I would hate to have to pay that to put something there. But it's because you know, I don't know. But the thing that gets me, though, is if you are in a multi-million-dollar jet, and you come in and I mean, you're in a Citation, CJ1, it's not a very big jet. We charge you $75 to park here a day. And you're in a multi-million-dollar jet, yeah, you can afford to park this jet, please, okay? I mean, you can afford to put the fuel in. You can afford, you know, if you want to fly, whatever. But still, it's just like, people come in and says, yeah, well, you have a ramp fee. This is your ramp fee. And, oh, that's high. This coming from someone who spent a few $1,000,000 on a jet, and you're complaining about, you know, $75. And then, like, the hangar, you know, and I had some guy, you know, he wanted to be in the hangar. And I told him, okay, well, this is where the hangar is. That's really high. Can't you go any lower? No. You can go lower. No, I can't. You know, these prices are set by my boss. I have no control over them. But still, they're like, you can. I'm like, no, I can't. If I lower the price for anything, I get fired. I don't know about you, but I don't want to lose my job. You know, so that's just how it goes. But anyways, so, you know, I mean, and I had one guy, and, you know, I got into a little bit of an argument with him about this. I'm trying to be nice, but it's just like, after a while, it's like, what do you say? He keeps, you know, complaining about, oh, well, this price is really high. And I'm like, well, you know, if you don't like it, you know, if you don't, you know, the hangar price, oh, being in the hangar is expensive. If you don't like it, you don't have to go in the hangar. It's the truth. And the boss said that. If you don't like it, you don't have to be in the hangar. And so anyways, you know, I mean, like, same with the fuel and the ramp fees and all that, you know, you get people who complain about it a little bit, but it's like, you know, you have the money to buy the plane. It's not like you can't afford to fly, you know. If you can't afford to fly it, then don't fly it. But anyways, I mean, like I say, it's like me complaining about the fuel prices at the pump for my vehicle. What's it going to do? Not a thing. You know, so, I mean, I've got to the point where, you know, I just accept that, you know, I have to pay so much a gallon for fuel, and I go on with my life. But yeah, anyways, like I say, I'm going to go. I'll talk to you guys later.